Hello from Coleman & Company, and in this Hotfix Era video we're going to show you how to individually adjust and move around some stones to make your design look a little better, and we'll play with some of the settings. So here we've got a dog bone that we've put some 10SS, here so you can see the size that we have, and just as a uniform fill. So the first adjustment we'll talk about is just changing the fill. Um, if we go through here, we could just literally just go through and just pick a different one. There's not much else you have to do. Just bear in mind if you've got other parts of your design, it can affect it. Now, when you're doing these, depending on your vector image, it might not come out exactly the way you predicted it to. So for example, some of the spacing here is odd. And even this little area right here, just the area just in this vector, didn't like it too much, but maybe the rest of it's perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some manual hot fixing, and we're going to do some moving around just to show you how that works. So the first thing I'm going to start with is just this top corner. I think it looks great. I just want to move these two over and add one more. So I'm going to choose this tool here, and we can actually grab it. We can pop this one over, pop that one over, and then I'll go to manual hotfix, make sure that I'm on my 10, and boom. Now we fixed that one. Here I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to manually add a few in though. I think everything is close enough here that when I know this comes out in stones, it's going to look good. Up here, I want to do the same thing like I did before. I want to grab this one. I'm only going to just move one though. And okay. And then I'll add one. And that's it. I think this one right here will just move around a little bit and it will be just fine. Okay. So there's just making some simple changes to your design, and without having to necessarily reconfigure your whole vector. The amount of time that that took was so quickly that you might as well just do it that way. The last way to really see if it looks good is by turning on your simulation and by turning off your vectors. Now you can see the ones that I fixed here. I put them in a different color just so you can see kind of where we added it and what we did. But we could select the whole design and go to hotfix, and there we go. Okay, here we go. Now we can see where they were added, because it's a separate part of the design. However, when you go to send this to your cutter, if this is for a template, it's not going to make any difference at all. It's not going to affect the way that the design comes out, that you put it in a different color or you added them afterwards. This is just a simple way of doing it. Oftentimes people go back and redo the vector and all of that when it's not necessarily, especially when really in the scheme of things, when you're going to put this on a garment, it's going to look fantastic either way. So that's basically it. That's how you're going to go ahead and make some manual changes, move some stones around individually, and manually hotfix a few more that you were missing in the first place. And that's it. So stay tuned for more videos. Visit colemanandcompany.com for any of your rhinestone supplies or software needs. And thanks again.